Hello friends, today I am going to talk about art of political speeches, how to deliver a political speech, what are the points which you have to keep in your mind when you are going to deliver a political speeches, why the people don't become good public speaker or good political speaker. There is a big difference between a normal speech and a political speech. Suppose when you are going to deliver a lecture on a particular topic in classroom, on a business topic, on social topic, on economic topic, or on any other issue, the target is the audience should get some detailed knowledge. Audience should get some detailed information about a particular subject and should get hardcore knowledge. But in public meetings, especially in political meetings, the purpose is not to deliver hardcore knowledge. The purpose is only to inform the public. The public should get awareness about a particular subject. So the target of public speaking or the political speeches is to aware the public. So this you should keep this in your mind, that whenever you are going to deliver a public speech and political speech, the target should not be to give them detailed knowledge. The target is to give them information about a subject. The people can get aware, and try to make it as simple as you can. Try to be in their own local language so that people can understand what you want to say and why you are giving this information to them. And there is a big difference between a political speech when you're going to deliver a speech in parliament or in legislative assemblies and when you're going to deliver a speech in public. Because in parliament or in legislative assembly, hardly people listen to you, even your colleagues. And it's a very bad truth, but this is really the hard truth of the political democracy. Even your colleagues are not listening you at that time when you are delivering the speech. The only purpose is either the camera can capture you, or your people who are in audience gallery, they can have video shoot so that you can tell them that I have delivered this speech in parliament, or this was the topic I have raised this issue. The purpose is to give the information about a particular subject and ask the question. And or if you are a member of parliament from ruling party, or if you are a minister, then your target is to answer the queries which are raised by the different member of parliament or member of legislative assemblies, whatever be the house. So in public meetings, when you are going to deliver a political speech, the target is to aware the public about the topic and to give them brief information, and so that the topic can go to the deep rooted in their mind, so that whenever they discuss this topic with anyone, then this topic should be go to the general public and become the talk of the town. And if you want to do that, then what you have to do in initial stage, try to keep your speech short as much as you can. Near about 8 to 10 minute speech is more than sufficient. So don't try to extend your exaggerate your speech too much, especially when you are a beginner or at initial stages. Slowly and steadily, when audience start listening you, when people are appreciating you about your speeches, and when people love to listen you, then you can slowly and steadily increase the time span of your speeches. But initially, try to keep it simple, try to keep it short, try to keep it crisp, so that people can have connection with you, they can feel a connectivity with you. Once the people start connecting with you, once people are recognizing you as a good speaker, then definitely they will try to listen you for longer duration, and then you can increase the duration of your speech. Number 3, and again most important thing in public speech, especially in political sector, political scenario, you have to make good eye contact with your audience. Your body language, your eye contact should be so sharp that people can directly associate with you, directly get connected with you. Sometimes what happened, I have seen lots of political leaders, and even I have trained some political leaders, but they are not able to understand this, the crux of this, or the importance of this, that when your body language is good, when your eye contact is good, when you are communicating verbally with your audience and non-verbally with your audience both at same time, then it will impact a lot on them. And you can become a good speaker when your non-verbal communication with your verbal communication is associated perfectly. So you have to learn the art, how should be your body language, how should be your eye contact when you are when you have a standing mic, how to deliver the speech with standing mic. Suppose if you have podium, then how to use podium effectively, so that audience will get more connected, feel more connected with you, and you can connect with the audience. And suppose if there is no podium, then how you can deliver the effective speech, and you have to learn these arts. If suppose cordless mic is there, if you are moving on stage, then what should be your speed, how you can move on stage, and what you should not do on stage when you are delivering your speech. So you have to learn the basic etiquettes, manners of political speeches and public speaking, so that you can become a good speaker. And if you want to be an effective speaker, effective political speaker, try to put some jargon, some couplets, some shero shairi, some lokoktiya, muhavre in your speech, so that people can get directly connect with you. Sometimes what happen when you deliver regularly your speech in a particular language, and suddenly you change the tone of the language, change the language suddenly, and try to put some new words, some new things, then people get directly associated, directly connected with you. And your voice modulation should be perfectly as per the size of the audience, because if audience are large size, then you can have your voice modulation, you can use your mic to enhance your voice modulation. But suppose if gathering is not large, if you there are limited number of audience, then you have to use your tone, you have to tone down or increase the pitch of your voice, so that your voice modulation should be perfect. And when you use perfectly your voice modulation, then you can develop a big connection with the audience. And it's not a rocket science. Slowly and steadily you can become a good speaker. And last but not least, it takes time. It's not a one-day game. If you really want to become a good speaker, try to find out the good speakers, for how long they have been in public, in between public, and how they become good public speaker, how they become good political speaker. It took some time to them to become a good speaker. Initially, on day one, they were not the good speaker. No one can say that I was a born public speaker, I was a good public speaker by birth. Nobody can claim this. Actually, when we practice, more we become a good speaker. So practice makes the person perfect. Whether man or woman, it hardly matters. When you practice a lot, definitely you can become a good speaker. So try to practice whenever you get the opportunity in public gathering, whether the gathering size is large or small, it hardly matters. Try to deliver some speech, try to say few words. Initially, obviously, when you are the beginner, then your heart start beating like Rajdhani Express. Try to control your heartbeat, try to control your emotions, and try to come onto the stage. Because if you stop yourself to come onto the stage because of your stage fear or because of your heartbeat, then you can never become a good speaker. All good speakers, whether in India or whether in the world, or whether political speaker or non-political speaker, they all started like this only. Initially, they also had the stage fear. Their heartbeat was also moving like Rajdhani Express, and they control that. Slowly and steadily, they learn how to control the heartbeat, how to remove or decrease the stage fear. Sometimes we also, I have been into this field since last 17 years, but sometimes we also have stage fear. Sometimes when the audience is large, or sometimes when we find the audience are more intelligent than us, or they may ask anything or everything, then sometimes we also have some that stage fear or stage fright. But uh, try to face that thing, because this is the reality. This is a imaginary kind of thing, but you have to face it into reality. You have to come onto this stage. If you always remain a backbencher and never come onto this stage, you can never become a good public speaker, never become a good political speaker. So forget about these things, what people are saying, how I am looking, whether my dress is good or not, whether I can communicate good or not, whether my pronunciation is correct or not. Hardly matters. Slowly and steadily you will change each and everything. But the most important thing is you have to do it continuously. You have to do it. Consistency is more important. And regularly, when you do these things, you can definitely become a good speaker. You can learn the art, how to stand in front of a standing mic, how to use podium, how to use hand mic, how to move onto the stage. When you do it regularly, you will definitely become a good speaker. And regularly, you have to do it, practice a lot. Regularly do it. Whenever get the opportunity, go into that. Try to join some organization or associations where you can get the opportunity to deliver your speeches, whether political speeches or general speeches. But at least you should try to face stage as much as you can, so that you can become a good public speaker.